The movie begins as Lily Bloom drives over and meets her mom Jenny at her house. She is back home for her father's funeral. Lily walks up to her old room where her mom follows and asks her to say some things that she liked about her father, even though Lily is hesitant. At the service, Lily was called up to the stage to say her eulogy. She pulled out a tissue where she hadn't written anything and looked at the crowd before she walked down and left the place. Lily drives back and is sitting on a random building's rooftop when Ryle joins her. He is very angry and kicks a chair without noticing Lily sitting at the edge. He insists that she get away from the edge, but she says she is fine, so he joins her instead. They introduced each other and Ryle told her he's a neurosurgeon, which made her laugh uncontrollably. Lily tells him her name and her lifelong dream to open a flower shop, which is embarrassing because her name has Bloom in it. She tells him about her father's death, and he in return tells her about an accident of a boy who he couldn't save in surgery. They talked and he told her that he wanted to sleep with her, but she answered with a question. Ryle confesses that he doesn't think love is for him. He pulls her close and is about to get intimate when he gets a call from the hospital. Ryle apologizes and leaves. Young Lily gets ready for school in her room. She looks out the window and sees young Atlas going through the trash for food. The next day, she leaves him a bag full of groceries by the abandoned house he stays in and hides behind a tree. He thanks her as they wait for the school bus, and she tells him he can come by her house if he wants to shower and do laundry since her parents will be out late. She gives him her dad's old clothes and asks if he wants to stay for a bit. Lily is on the phone with her mom, who tries to tell her that the flower shop idea is not a good one, as she rushes to get the key to her new shop. She was inside cleaning up when Alisa walked in and asked if she needed help. Lily tells a super excited Alisa that it's going to be a flower shop and she is not hiring yet. But Alisa tells her that she doesn't like flowers since she finds them boring. Soon Lily offers her a job and they start getting the place ready happily. Alisa's husband, Marshall, joins them, and Ryle, who turns out to be Alisa's brother, walks in with him. Ryle tells them all that they met a few months ago. Lily and him conversed with the same energy as the first time they met. The four of them went to the karaoke and had fun. Ryle confesses that he usually went to the roof hoping she would be there. Finally, they raised a drink, agreeing to be friends once the night is over. Ryle walks Lily home since he lives in the same neighborhood. He randomly asks to kiss her to get her out of his system, and she allows him. Young Lily and Atlas are in the garden, and she's telling him about flowers and trees. She then has a flashback of her dad and mom fighting the night before, and Atlas tells her he heard it before he hugs her. On the day she opened her shop, Lily couldn't believe it when Alisa opened it. Ryle comes to the shop as the first customer and orders flowers to be delivered to Lily herself, leaving a note that says that he couldn't stop thinking about her. Lily shows up at Alisa's birthday party and notices Ryle in a deep conversation with a girl. He comes up to her and tries to tell her his feelings, but she tells him to stop following her and coming to her shop. They go somewhere private to talk, but they end up in a bedroom making out. Lily stops and tells him she's changed her mind and can't go any further. Ryle then starts getting undressed, asking her if she wants to go to sleep. He helped her change and they went to bed. The next morning, Alisa finds Lily in Ryle's kitchen, and she tells her Ryle is not suitable for romantic relationships before she feels uncomfortable and leaves. But he asks Lily to date him and that he wants to try. And so they ended up going on many dates and enjoying themselves. One morning, Lily tells Ryle that her mom is in town, and he asks if he could meet her before he confesses that he loves Lily, and she says it back. As she got ready to leave, she remembered a wooden heart Atlas gave her as they rode in a school bus. Young Lily hears whispers from the other students. She makes Atlas stand up and kisses him in front of them. At her house, they were making cookies when Atlas asks the real reason why she kissed him, and she tells him she wanted to. Her dad shows up, and she makes Atlas leave through the back door. Lily takes Ryle to meet her mom, and Jenny is so amazed by Ryle that she starts pestering her with questions. The waiter, Atlas, comes to take their orders, and Lily recognizes him by the scar on his hand. Young Lily and Atlas were in her room talking about Boston as she told him she would miss him. Atlas tells her that she's his favorite person before they start kissing and get intimate. Lily gets up from her seat looking for Atlas, and she finds him. He tells her he went to the military for 8 years and has been working after that. He says he's seeing a girl named Cassie after she tells him she's here with Ryle. She tells him about her flower shop and that he can come by to see her. Ryle, Lily, Alisa, and Marshall are at a bar having drinks when Marshall tells them they're having a baby. While they happily share a drink, Lily learns that Alisa and Ryle had a younger brother who died at a young age. The next morning, Ryle is preparing food when Lily wakes up, and he asks what her tattoo means, but she dismisses him, saying it is nothing. As they were talking, the food got burned, and when Ryle went over to get it, he hit Lily in the face by accident. Ryle goes to pick Lily up from work and tells her his big surgery went well, so they will be going to the place where she saw Atlas. He tells her that Alasa and Marshall are waiting for them there, but Lily starts acting strangely. Once they get there, Atlas approaches and asks about their meal as he notices Lily's bruise and Ryle's hand. Lily leaves for the bathroom where Atlas follows and asks what happened. She tells him, but he insists that she leaves him. As she was leaving, Ryle was outside and he heard their conversation. Atlas lunges at Ryle and Ryle figures out who he is. They then start to fight and Atlas kicks him out of his restaurant. Once they're outside, Ryle asks her if she's ever been here before. He tells her that she has him and that he loves her. Young Lily and Atlas are in her bed when her dad barges in and starts beating Atlas. Atlas leaves in an ambulance after being brutally beaten. In the flower shop, Alisa asks Lily why Atlas is allowed to come there as Lily sees him approaching the shop. Atlas walks in while Alyssa leaves and apologizes to Lily about what happened at the restaurant. When she asks why he came months after the incident, he confesses that he was here the next day but Ryle was here so he couldn't get inside. She tells him she couldn't be happier, but he tells her he's not happy. He leaves her his number and leaves. When Ryle comes home from work, Lily asks him if he is happy. She tells him that her dad used to hit her mom and that he nearly killed Atlas. Ryle feels bad and assures her that he will protect her. Ryle and Lily went to see Alisa after she gave birth. Ryle says that he'd marry Lily and proposes to her right there. They got married without inviting anyone. Ryle was in the bedroom when Lily went over to see him, and he told her that he found Atlas's number in her phone case. She tries to assure him that it's nothing, but he gets angry. As he was leaving the house, she followed him, and he pushed her down the stairs unintentionally. After being unconscious for a bit, she wakes up while Ryle is helping her with her bleeding head. He makes sure she remembers her name and who he is to know she's fine. Lily was in her shop when Alisa told her that they were in the top 10 best new businesses. Happy Lily also saw that Atlas's restaurant is also on the list. Ryle gets home and he asks about Lily's tattoo. He then asks her to read Atlas's review of his restaurant. He wrote about the heart shape he gave Lily and what she said to him when they were a kid. Ryle asks if she loves Atlas and she says she doesn't know. He then starts kissing her and she tells him to stop. He starts getting assertive and she insists he stop as it starts to remind her of her dad beating her mom. Lily leaves the house and drives over to Atlas. They go to the hospital and she tells Atlas that she doesn't want to be like her mom, to which he says that she is not becoming her. The doctor comes in and tells Lily to take an examination for an assault, but Lily tells her it's not like that. She checks the bitten mark Ryle puts around the tattoo on her collarbone and confirms that she won't take an X-ray since she's pregnant. Atlas takes Lily to his place and she learns that there's no Cassie. He lets her take his bed as he sleeps on the couch. Lily had flashbacks of her dad being angry and Ryle too. Atlas brought groceries and they sat on the couch talking. He tells her that she will be okay. When she isn't sure, he confesses that he was in that abandoned house to kill himself, but he saw her and he couldn't do it. He tells her that she saved his life and that she'll be a great mother. Lily goes to Alisa and tells her everything. Alisa tells her that he was dying inside until he met Lily. She tells her what happened to their brother. Ryle was 6 years old when he killed his baby brother playing pretend with their father's gun. Ryle was not the same ever since. She also tells her that she used to love flowers. Alisa tells Lily that if she ever takes Ryle back, she will never speak to her again. Lily kept on with her life, ignoring Ryle and his calls. She was making a crib with her mom when she asked why she didn't leave her father. She answers that it was hard to leave because she loved him. Lily goes to get checked and learns that she's having a girl. She is in her house fixing the crib when Ryle comes to help. He asks her to come home, but she makes him leave. Lily gave birth and Ryle was also there. She offers to name her after his brother. She then tells him she wants a divorce and that it's for the baby. The movie ends as Lily takes her baby to her father's grave with her mom. Her baby girl grows and she meets Atlas in a market before he tells her he's not seeing anyone.